Hello my beautiful people, my name is Lacey Young and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video, which is a bit nerve-wracking, but I thought I'd give it a try after so many months of me contemplating about doing it or not doing it. But I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial today, so I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm going to start off with my eyes today, and I've already done my eyebrows and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Medium Brown. For my base today, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer just to use this as an eye base for my eyeshadow. And I'm just going to buff out the concealer on my eyelids. We're going to go into eyes next, and I didn't set my concealer with powder because I find if your base is still like a little bit wet, it will keep your eyeshadows a bit more pigmented. And today we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette in collaboration with Morphe. The first colour I'm going to go in with is Creamsicle, which is this shade here. It's like a mustard macaroni and cheese type colour, and I'm going to use this on a fluffy brush, which is the Morphe Y16. I'm going to tap off the excess and just start putting this colour just above the crease. Now I am thinking of doing like a full cut crease type thing with like liner, maybe a little bit of glitter. See how I'm feeling. Towards the end, we're just going to wing it out a bit, just so we can start getting that shape for our cut crease. And it's okay if this looks a bit messy because we'll clean it up in the end. I'm going to go on with my next shade. I'm thinking about dipping into Hunts, and I'm going to use the Morphe Y17. I'm just going to pop this just below that colour we just put down. And I'm just going to go on with that other brush from Creamsicle, and I'm just going to run over the top so we don't lose that transition. Once you're happy with your shades blended out, I'm going to go into my next colour and deepen up the crease a little bit more. And I'm going to use the shade Jax. Yeah, Jax. And I'm going to pop that just below Hunts. I am also using a Morphe Y18 for this. I know this is a long process, but trust me, in the end, this will look amazing. Okay, so this is looking a little bit patchy, so I'm gonna go with the previous brush and go back in with Hunts, and I'm just gonna blend this out a little bit more towards the end, just so it doesn't look so patchy. And I don't want to lose that yellow shade either, so I'm going to go back in with my Y16 and dip into Creamsicle and just blend around the edges. Last but not least, I'm going to take my Morphe Y20 and dip into the shade Chip, and this is going to go right in my crease just to deepen it up before we cut it. To blend that out, I'm going to go in with the shade Jax with my Morphe Y18 and just go over the top with that. I'm just going to go over the edges with Creamsicle again, just give that yellow shade back into the look. Okay, so I know my eyes are looking a little bit crazy, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks at the moment. And I'm going to start cutting my crease using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15. And I'm going to use this, doesn't really have a name, it's like a small angled flat brush. And it's from Glamour? Yeah, that's the one. And I'm going to just cut the crease. I finished cutting the crease on this eye, so I'm just going to do the other eye off camera. Now that I've cut my crease, I'm going to set the concealer, and I'm going to use a shade from the Morphe 350M palette, and I'm going to use this pinky shade here. I decided it looks a little bit too plain, so I'm going to line my cut crease with the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art using the little glitter end here. I find the applicator for it is a little bit too thick, so I'm going to go in with my Zoeva, what one is it? The 315 Fine Liner, and I'm just going to dip into my little glitter pot. I find this is a really good dupe for the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liners. Does the exact same job in my opinion. Now taking just any type of makeup wipe, I'm going to clean up the edges. So next up we're going to do eyeliner, and I'm going to take the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm going to do a wing to match the cut crease. I am going to keep the liner little, just so it doesn't overtake all the lid space. Okay, not gonna lie, these aren't the prettiest wings I've ever seen, but hopefully some eyelashes will cover it up. So we're gonna move on to eyelashes next, and I'm gonna be taking my mascara, which is the Maybelline Illegal Length. And this mascara, oh my god, it's one of my ultimate favorites. It just gives you the nicest length and some really nice volume, separates the eyelashes really nicely, and oh, it's just good. The thing I love about this mascara the most, it has little fibres in it, and so when it attaches to your eyelashes, it makes them look a lot more longer than they actually are. You know, hello eyelashes. Next up for eyelashes, I've recently been loving the Model Rock lashes. These are in the style, oh no, Dominatrix. I have no idea, but they're double layered, and they start from the small here and then end up going like bigger at the ends. And it's hard to explain, but they just look absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna pop these on off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, can we just talk about how amazing these eyelashes are? They were like $12.95 Australian dollars, and I am obsessed. Love it, love it, love it. They're amazing. So next I'm gonna move on to foundation, and since I do have a bit of a fake tan going on, it's not as dark as it usually is, so I'm gonna mix in two shades together. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the shade 220, and then I've got the shade 118. So I'm gonna mix these up to try and get the right type of colour. Taking my Morphe Y6, I'm going to use this to buff in my foundation. Going in with my Rimmel concealer, this is the Match Perfection, and this is in the shade Ivory. I'm just going to use this to highlight my areas. Using my Morphe Y10, I'm going to use this to buff in my concealer. To set my face, I'm going to use the Fit Me powder in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. And I'm going to use my Morphe Y11 just to set underneath the eyes, nose bridge, forehead and chin. So like basically where I put all my concealer. And then using, I'm losing my voice, wow. Using a big fluffy powder brush, I'm going to use the same powder just to lightly go over the top of my foundation. Before we go into the face, I'm just going to do underneath my eyes. So I'm going to take the shade Hunts and just lightly put it underneath my eyes. And to make it a little bit more smoky, I'm going to go on with the shade Jacked and just put it closer to my waterline. So the sides are looking a bit messy, so I'm just going to take this dense flat brush and just clean up the sides using some of the Maybelline Fit Me powder. So now that my eyes are completely done, I'm going to go in with bronzer now. So today I'm going to be using the MAC Give Me Sun and taking a Morphe Y5 to bronze up my cheeks. I've recently been loving this bronzer because it's a bit more red toned, and so I just find it just gives me like the nicest summer glow look. Another thing I love about this bronzer, it is so easy to blend. I just turned my 5 head into maybe like a 4 to 3 head. I'm just gonna run a little bit inside to my nose as well, just to give some dimension. So now that my bronzer's all done, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced blush, which is the Love Blush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush in the shade I Will Always Love You. And I don't know if you guys can really see, but it used to have like little bunnies on it. Like, look how freaking cute that is. Adorable. Good job, Too Faced. Love it. Looks great. Just gonna take this with a Morphe Y9, tap off the excess because it is quite pigmented, and just blop that onto the cheek. Blop that? Is that a word? No idea. Before we move on to highlight, I'm gonna set my face quickly because my face is feeling quite dry from all the powders. So I'm gonna be using the Australis Makeup Finishing Spritz in Matte just to give my face a little bit more hydration to the skin because we have used a lot of powders. So just keep a good distance and just go ahead and spray. And just use the closest object you have. Just fan your face dry. We're not completely dry, still leave it a little bit wet because when we add highlight, it will be a bit more blinding. Next up is my favourite part of the video, and this is highlighter. A highlighter that I've recently been absolutely in love with is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and for a drugstore highlighter, it is bomb. Like, hold on, let me swatch this for you guys. Just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, that's just stunning. That's all you want in a highlighter. It's just great. So I'm going to take my Morphe Y14 and just swirl into that. And just, wow. This was like $19 and Maybelline, you've really stepped up your game because that's just amazing. It just gives the most nicest golden glow and I am obsessed. So for lips, I decided I'm going to use the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Soft Spoken. Look how tiny it is. Like, are you kidding me? I love it. It's so good for traveling, and I think it came in a pack of like 30 other lipsticks, and it is so nice. This is my ending result for this makeup look for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my first ever time filming for YouTube because I finally got the confidence to be able to upload. But if you guys ever have any other makeup tutorials you want me to film, then just let me know in the comments below and I'll try my best to achieve them. But don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. And yeah, I hope I see you guys next time. See you guys.